My name's Chris Crowbar Cronin, and I play the bass.
I'm Connor, and I play saxophone.
Carl, guitar.
I'm Matt and I play guitar too.
I'm Paul and I play drums.
Who is Leonard?
Nobody.
He's universal.
So where did the name come from?
We needed a name, so we said, let's be Leonard.
As simple as that.
And you guys tour in a pink school bus, so what's the story behind that? Like, where did you get it, and how did you fix it up to be a tour bus?
Craigslist.
Yeah.
The colors, Temptation Rose. Afternoon Siesta Blue. And fixed it up, and Captain did most of the work.
Yeah.
That's our captain.
I drive the bus.
He's bus driver too.
Yeah, Carl grinded out all the seats. That was the worst part. So you have to get an angle grinder. It's just like sparks in your face.
What do you guys like most about making music in upstate New York?
Leaving upstate New York.
Crowbar. Jesus.
I wouldn't agree with that personally. I like that there's like, this expanse of upstate New York is really large, and there's just a lot of different places to go and different people to meet. So it's nice to still be in your home state, but like going back and forth like through the expanse, east to west and north to south. It's kind of nice.
How does that compare with touring across the country?
Everywhere we go like feels kind of different. I think like yesterday, or 2 days ago when we got into New York, it just like felt like a little more like I was home, you know? And it's kind of funny because like the first time or the first couple times we started touring nationally, I was like, oh man, I'm just realizing that everywhere is like the same, you know? It's just like people and buildings and like, you know, like bands and all that stuff. But like I feel like every place like has all these subtle feels, you know? Like when you're in Wisconsin, like I know I'm there just because of like, the way that the people are acting and stuff. And like there's a couple times where we like cross state lines and like you can notice changes like in the environment too, you know, just subtle. So it's like, I don't know, it's and being home, like it just feels like it's not like, oh, I'm a New Yorker in the middle of Wisconsin, you know? It's like I'm looking at all the license plates and like they're all New York again, and it's like, oh cool, you know, I'm back, you know, and I know like that, you know, it's like, I don't know, it just feels different than anything. So I like being home and making music here, you know. I like making music everywhere, but it's cool to be home.
I guess that's what I would say off of Chris's comment. I really like coming home and playing in New York.
It's fun too to be in any other state and you're just like, I'm from New York, and like everybody just assumes like, oh, you're from the middle of the city, and like, you know, it's just like, I feel like New York has like a ton of clout, like we're just this like huge state that we got, like biggest city, biggest national park, like New York. I'm like, I love saying that I'm a New Yorker.
I saw on your Facebook somewhere that there was an upcoming sophomore album coming out from you guys. So what is that going to be all about?
So we recorded at this place called Salem Artworks, which is like an artist residency, kind of like east of us, so like really far from here. But job site. We recorded the album in like 2 weeks with our friend, and it was all kind of like to tape, like quote unquote. Like we used all like really old equipment, and we got like this sound that I think we've been like striving to get on record. Cause I think like a lot of bands either like choose to be really, really good at live shows or really good at making albums, and sometimes like the crossover is really tough. And I feel like we've been pretty good at live shows, and this album is kind of us like taking our songs and actually like recording them as like a studio album instead of like our first release was more like a almost like a live thing that we just like overdub vocals on. But this one is like a lot more like thought out, a lot more like produced, and I think a lot better songs for like a record. Yeah.
So if you can compare the first album and the second album, is there anything else like that's different that you've done?
Yeah, for sure. The first album was a lot of room recording with like the full band. You just get the sound of like us playing live. And then with the second album, it was a lot of individual tracking. Like a lot of the songs, Paul would just go in and play drums the whole track. just like by himself, or just with like someone playing, but you don't pick up the instrument, you know. So he has like someone guiding him along through the song, and then we would go in and by ourselves and do, you know, lay this down, and then Connor would go lay this down, and then so that's like the second album more so, whereas the first album is all like live roomy recordings. It's also like kind of like sadder, like in general, with like lyrical content and the mood and the feels of the songs. Like the first album's got a lot of like fun. It's just more fun, the first album, than the second album is still fun, but it's just got like this undertone of sadness or
Real life.
yeah, not as fun. I don't know.
I think another big difference was that the first album, it was like just the five of us. Like Matt did all of the like engineering, tracking, all that stuff, you know, and like it was, we were all like running cables together and like making it all, and that like put a lot of like, it was like, okay, we got these songs. It was like at the point we'd only been a band for like a couple months. It was like, we got these songs, gotta get them out, gotta get them to the people, you know. Where this one, like we had our friend come and he did like, you know, a lot of the conceptual like recording, experimenting with us. So I think it took a lot of pressure off of us. I mean, there's still plenty of pressure on everybody recording an album, but it was a lot more like of a creative energy versus like a crunch time sort of thing, I felt, you know. It was like we're trying to make like a piece here, we're not just trying to get songs out, you know.
Shout out to Russ.
Shout out to Russell the Leaf.
Evan Murray is actually the brother of the guy who drew the cartoon. Just funny. And yeah, having Evan, Russ there to kind of help us put our thoughts like into, you know, a catalog, and it just was great to have him in there to help us conceptualize and, you know, realize everything.
Where can people listen to you either live, or where can they find your music?
Let'sBeLeonard.com or Bandcamp. It's good. Live
We
recordings
have
up
so
there.
many live recordings on Bandcamp, and then we have our album Cow on Spotify. But if you want to get like some weird live recordings, go to Bandcamp.
Check us out on the road too. We'll be in Ithaca at the Haunt
Oh yeah.
on the 16th of November. And live shows don't compare.
And there's
Come
two
see
nights on Oswego right afterwards.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Describe Let's Be Leonard in 3 words.
Let's be Leonard.
Oh my god. Wait, me too? Oh, fun, fast, and loud.
The jazz band.
Fatty style rock.
The Grateful Dead.
If you could tour with any band from any time period, what would it be?
The Wu-Tang Clan.
The Grateful Dead.
Dave Matthews Band.
Dave Matthews Band.
The Grateful Dead.
If you could play any instrument other than the one you know, what would you choose?
Maracas.
Oh no. Cello.
Native American flute.
Sitar.
Viola.
What is a song that brings you nostalgia when it's played?
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Again by Cuddle Magic.
The Beatles.
Just all of it.
All Star by Smash Mouth.
Jesus.
What if God was one of us?
What is your secret talent?
Not going first in the rapid fire round. Question answering.
I could drive a school bus.
Secret.
Ladies.
Oh my god.
Literally put those
Music
sweaters of the words switching. Or letters switching.
What?
What?
Sweaters?
You two are out.
God is wearing
With some
sweaters.
elimination.
Yeah,
You're
out.
out.
I can make fish bones music.
What is your favorite venue?
My favorite venue ever that I played at or that I want to play at? Googs, 2013.
Circa 20.
I like to play at Blue Wedge.
Oh.
You can finish that.
I like the Wedge in Iowa. It's Connor's cousin's park.
What year?
Yesterday. Last week.
Goose. New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
20 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goose.
Favorite venue to play at?
Yeah.
I haven't played at it yet.
Ooh.
It's back. It's back.
Oh, I do like
Snug's Harbor.
Snugs is great.
New Paltz.
Yeah.
We like parties.
Yeah.
Do you? Oh, I like
I like to party. I like to party.
That's what I was gonna say.
Gross,
man.
it's getting fun.
Hoopla!
Thank you.
Can we redo that?
No, thank you. Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
like warmed up.
Thanks. Yeah, we should redo all that.
Yeah. Take two.